What's up, YouTube? Today, I just came back from the gym, so I have I'm not dressed the best, and my hair is kind of a mess. Um, and before I went home, sorry, um, I just took a walk over to my old elementary school. Um, and I've been just reflecting about my future a lot. Um, and just kind of what's gonna be the case with that, because I don't really see any future where I'm necessarily happy or content. Whoa, sorry. I don't know if the camera captures this. From what I'm seeing, it's not, but like the clouds are like moving and it's really trippy, so I'm just gonna get up. And also the view here is like really nice. I like the view here. Almost looks like a Windows XP background. It's very aesthetic. But anyway, um, sorry, my front camera sucks. But I keep getting distracted. Um, well, it's my channel. I can get distracted. Yeah, and so I've just been thinking about like what the future entails, because for a long time I was like sure I was gonna be like a movie director, and I was like, oh, I'm like, yeah, definitely. But honestly, people don't really like my stuff. And people like my stuff when I'm just like writing, but not necessarily when I'm putting it to a screen. At least people, not when I'm making movie scripts, people still don't like that. But when I'm just like writing something short, people tend to like it. And by people, I mean like people that are obviously gonna tell me that they like it because they're like friends or family. And so I guess that kind of gave me like a false sense of confidence, and made me think I was better than I really was at this whole writing and art thing. But yeah, it's just kind of dawned on me that I won't be able to make a living off of it. Not necessarily because it's an unviable career option, because I still don't think it is like unviable. Like, people think having a film degree means like, oh, well, you either work in Hollywood or you don't eat at all. Um, but no, like there's like ad agencies and like PSAs and a whole bunch of other stuff you can work for that you can make a decent living off of. But I just don't tend to do good with those, because we even have like PSA classes or like commercial classes where we learn how to do those, and I don't know. Yeah. And so I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I've been on the job hunt for a while, because it's my last year of university, and I know there's like some scholarships that it's like you kind of have to like finish the the course or else you pay everything back. And I'm also like 3/4 of the way there, so might as well finish and get a degree. And I still do like movies. I like going to the movie theater. I saw Superman recently. Superman was awesome. And I have a lot of stuff in my watch list. Wednesday season 2 came out. Wednesday is awesome. I love Tim Burton so much. Um, I was, I in my last film, I kind of wanted to replicate a bit of his like style, not like ripping him off, but just kind of like going into the whole goth style. Just found, kind of going to the whole like goth style, and I thought it worked well, but then people told me it didn't. So I don't really know. Yeah. And so I've been on the hunt for a job, something like part-time, just like fast food. And I can't even seem to get that. I really don't like the way. I had filmed a video beforehand, kind of reading some stuff, but I really didn't like the way I look. So just take a look at this, I guess, for a bit. But yeah, and I haven't been able to like find a fast food job. I mean, I haven't applied everywhere. Realistically, like the places where I've applied are greatly limited by like distance, because I don't have a car. I don't have my own vehicle. Like my mom takes her car to work during the afternoons, and my dad takes his car to work. So it'd have to be somewhere walking distance. So I'm greatly limited by that. Yeah, I haven't been able to get a place, which is so weird, and it's kind of why I went back to my old elementary school to kind of like reminisce about the fact that I was always told I was gonna like be someone. I always had good grades. I was told I was gonna get far in life, and now I feel like I'm nowhere. I'm lost. I'm fucking lost, and I don't know where to head from here. Yeah, I don't. I'm so incredibly lost, and I think the best future I honestly see for myself is becoming some sort of vagabond, just basically like homeless, and just traveling, doing odd jobs here and there. But you know, I'd be free, and I'd be able to go to different places and stuff. Which is weird because, again, for the longest time, I I was always like, I'm gonna be rich, or that's it. I mean, I just thought I was gonna be a successful, big shot movie director. I mean, even when I was like young, they would ask me, like, and I was told, hey, that's not a viable career option. And I'd be like, okay, well, I'll be a doctor that makes movies or something. But yeah, I guess life had other plans, and I don't know. I guess for the first time in my life, I feel like I've given up, because everything I did beforehand was an attempt to like fight and make the best out of a worse situation. But fighting can only get you so far, and realistically, I'm fucking tired. And I know to some people it sounds like a suicide thing. It's not. I haven't thought about doing that since middle school. But I'm tired, man. And it doesn't really help that I don't have, like, how do I phrase this? I don't have like a large group of like friends, and the majority of friends I do have are like low maintenance. And even if I like try to change that, it just remains like low maintenance. So really, like a good like 98% of the time, I'm just going through stuff alone, and the ones that are not low maintenance, they have like a life like that they need to take care of, and and I could see them going far, and I don't know, I don't see anywhere where I fit into their futures, and I might consider them like my best friends, but um they probably don't consider me theirs. I mean, one of them I haven't seen since high school, one of the high maintenance friendships, and the other one I only see during breaks. And I have one low maintenance friend that's kind of turned into like a mid maintenance friend, but again, life is busy and gets in the way, and I don't know, man. It's like I hear stories about like how my dad or my mom are like, yeah, during this age I had a friend that would come over like every day, or we'd like talk every day, and you know, it really helps to have kind of someone who's ride or die, and I don't really have anyone like that, even though I would do that for so many people. um, I don't see myself ever getting into a relationship either, and that's not because I don't want to, that's just because it's been 21 years and no one's liked me. um, I was in one relationship at one point, but that ended pretty quick, and said, well, I felt bad for you. um, so yeah, I haven't really had anyone like me, and yeah, I don't see why that would change. I mean, I've done a lot of stuff. I don't do stuff for like validation in that way. But I mean, I've done what people say, like go to the gym, like work out, like be better, like be a better person, like be outgoing. It's just never happened. So I kind of think God wants me to walk the path of Paul, which if you don't know, Paul is someone in the Bible who I'm not gonna go into like the whole thing, but just like what's relevant to this, he like stayed single because in his singleness he grew closer to God. um so I guess that's what God wants for me, and I'm not like angry or anything about it, but I mean, I do wonder why he gave me that desire to start a family and be a father, be a husband, if if that wasn't gonna happen, and I'm so convinced it's not gonna happen. um Incredibly convinced. It's like yeah, I don't know for sure because like again, I can't go into the future, but it's like by that same logic, Donald Trump could also be like, hey guys, actually I love Mexicans now, and then give an easier pathway to citizenship to everyone, and also guys, and then he gives like he does like a backflip like in front of the White House, like yeah, it theoretically could happen, uh, but it's not because I don't know the future, but like we all know that's not gonna happen, like, and it's kind of the same way I feel about that. um, so I'm just like convinced my future is gonna be kind of like bleak. I don't really see any future for myself where I'm like really content or happy, um, which is weird. Um, when I graduated high school, I was in the top 10 in my class. I mean, granted, I was number 10, but that was still something I was proud of. I got like these. I was in this executive internship program. I did like marketing. I I just feel like I was so much more successful back then, and I don't know what happened. And try as I might, I just can't get back to that point. Maybe that's because I don't even know. I don't even know. I haven't really been paying attention to the camera this whole time. Sorry if I'm like moving it all over the place and it's like nauseating. I can see my hand shaking right now. I don't have a steady hand. Another reason why I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't make it in the film industry. I'm not a steady camera operator, even though they have stabilizers and gimbals and stuff like that. But you still need to have a kind of like a steady hand. I've had shaky hands for most of my time. Yeah. God. So, yeah, I guess I don't know what my future is, but right now I really don't see any way it's gonna be good, which sucks because I always told myself like, yeah, things suck right now, but in the future they're gonna be better. The only time I ever really felt like no, because even in middle school when my depression was really bad, I just didn't think about the future. At least like in terms of like years, I thought about it in terms of like months. My anxiety was bad. But now I'm thinking about it in terms of like years. And before I always said, well, it sucks now, but you're gonna work hard, and that hard work is gonna pay off, and you're gonna be a famous movie director, and you're gonna be a husband, and you're gonna be a father, and you're gonna be the best you could be. But now I don't see that being the case. It's like that Linkin Park song in the end. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end it doesn't even matter. Yeah. I don't know. It's probably my fault for deluding myself into thinking I could do that. I often think I should have just stuck with like a job or a university thing that would have been like a STEM career or something, or like something more not as subjective, because I'm a very logically minded person, and the one time I didn't follow logic, well, actually the couple times I haven't followed logic, it's gone bad, but the one major time I haven't followed logic because I let my emotions think, hey, you can do it, you can be a famous movie director, despite how low the odds are of getting into the industry, even if it is just something like commercials or ad agencies or stuff like that. And this is what I get. I'm a logically minded person. I should have stuck and known my place in a logically minded field, but I didn't, and alas, here we are. I don't know. I've been listening to the song Wherever I May Roam by Metallica, which I did get to see in a concert recently. That was really cool. That's kind of a once in a lifetime experience. And it's kind of about how like the life of a vagabond, and how you're free, and how you may not have a permanent place you can call home, but you can make wherever you lay your head home, and that's brought me some hope. Also, my family, like my aunt has a boss that has a cabin in the woods, and she lets us borrow it sometimes, like during the summer for like a week, as long as we like clean it and leave it like better than we found it. And life in nature is so peaceful. That's like the best my mental health has been in a while. So again, maybe if I just live in different parts of like nature. I mean, it's not like a national forest or something, like there's still some civilization, but maybe I'll be able to be happy, because realistically I feel more alone when I'm around a lot of people, because it's like, dang, I'm around all these people and no one wants to talk to me, no one wants to be my friend, no one chooses me. I'm not anyone's favorite person. But then when I'm alone, it's just like, well, I'm alone and it's just me and the birds and whatever animal there is. And I feel, even though I'm more alone, I guess, I feel less lonely. Yeah. I don't know. I've been talking for a while. I guess I'll end this video here. I'll just show kind of the view I have. You can't really see it as well on this camera, but right there, it looks like super cool. It's like orange, and you see like the sun peeking out. It looks pretty awesome. It's cloudy now. This is like some of my favorite weather. I just wish it was a little colder, but I mean, it's pretty close to what my favorite weather is. It's cloudy enough to the point where you can't see like a shadow if you're walking. That's nice. A lot of soft light. So yeah, I guess that's it. Just, and if you have a dream of like in a creative field or anything, I've seen it work out for like so many people. For most of my peers, it does. I'm just the exception, honestly, so don't let me discourage you, because I'm sure you're awesome and I'd love to see your creative work, and you know, the world's a better place because you're in it. And yeah, this is just me kind of like rambling my negative feelings out to, because I don't really have anyone to do that to. So yeah, goodbye.